They were the highest scoring team in the league with 591 points. That probably would break a record in real pro football. Consistently, 30 points a game. All right. Sorry about that. We got the broadcast now. This is Mike Stuckey. I'm going to be doing the game between Dennis Crowley and Rob Donato. This is the NFC Championship game in the league. Dennis drove down, got a field goal. Green Bay, first time they had the ball. And Eddie Lacy runs it for no yards on 1st and 10. Green Bay offense, Eddie Lacy at running back, Andrew Corliss at tight end, Rogers the other tight end, Jordy Nelson and Reggie Cobb. An excellent offense. Dennis comes out in 4-3 defense for Seattle. Looks like a short pass to Andrew Corliss. It's going to be incomplete on Rogers' card with an 8 roll. It's going to set up a 3rd and 10. If you missed it earlier, Dennis drove down the field. 2 plays got him about 60 yards. A 42-yard pass to Baldwin got him to the 22-yard line, but was forced to go for a 36-yard field goal, which was good. 3-0 Seattle. That was the first drive of the game. This is the second drive of the game for Green Bay. Looks like a 3rd and 10 here. Seattle's in 3-2-6 here. Going to Corliss again on a short pass, covered by a 6. And Cam Chancellor. Oh, that's going to be a first down, a 14-yard play. The Rogers card short pass is so good. No problem throwing that even right into the defense. Looks like Rob's going to take a little bit of time here. The Green Bay Packers had a great year this year. They had the second best record in the league. Detroit was 15-1. Green Bay was, Seattle was 13-3. In the playoffs, Green Bay defeated Philadelphia 28-25, and Green Bay defeated Detroit 41-14, and that's how they get to this point. Seattle, they beat Atlanta 44-13, and that's how they got to the point they are now. So the NFC Championship game is a rematch of the Week 1 meeting between these two teams, in which Green Bay beat Seattle 33-27, first game of the season. We got a 1st and 10 here on the Green Bay 28-yard line. Get a little pause in the action. Rob's trying to set his lineup. What other things can I tell you about the season? Let me see if I can figure out who's in the playoffs on the other side. Looks like it's the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Denver Broncos. Pittsburgh beat Baltimore 37-31. They beat New England 38-31 to advance to the AFC Championship game. The Denver Broncos beat the Houston Texans 44-20, and that got them to the AFC Championship game. I'll try to get into some league leaders here as we keep going on. I'm sure guys from this team are going to be on the leaderboard for a lot of different things. Aaron Rodgers led the league in touchdown passes with 46. He was second in the league in passing yards with 5,189. Matt Ryan led with 5,898. Okay, here we go. Back to the action. It's 1st and 10 on the Green Bay 28. Looks like a flat pass for 11 yards. I'm sorry, 23 yards to Eddie Lacy. That was one of those yak yards after catch rolls, and got him an additional 20 yards. The catch was 3 yards with the yak of 20. First and 10 on the Seattle 49. Looks like a look-in pass to Richard Rodgers. That's going to be on the D card. It's only a 1-yard gain. Rodgers is 3 for 4 right now for 38 yards. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, they go 3 wide receivers. Devontae Adams is now in the game as the third wide out. Dennis is going to go nickel 3-3-5. He's also going to show blitz. And he's going to call pass. It's looking past to Cobb. That's going to catch him with 0 man. See what we get for a roll. It is going to be a +9 on the 0 man. Very good call by Rob there. Expecting him to move that middle linebacker, and he did. Try to protect the 4. First and 10 on the Seattle 39. Looks like Green Bay is driving themselves into field goal position. Looks like an off tackle right to Lacy. Dennis had passed, though, and it's going to be a 7-yard gain. Bring up a 2nd and 3 on the 32. Nice drive here so far for Rob. Moving his Green Bay Packers right down the field. Dennis looks like he's going to call run here on a 2nd and 3. Oh, that looks like a short pass. That's going to be a touchdown to Jordy Nelson. He hit a 66-yard play there, but he's only going to need the 32 for the touchdown. Big play there by Rob. Excellent play. And Green Bay is going to take the lead 7-3. Kickoff here 9 yards deep. And Dennis is going to take the touchback. So Dennis is going to take over halfway through the first period, 7:30 left. He's going to go 3 wide again. Lynch is in the backfield. Rob comes out 3-3-5. Looks like a flat pass, going to be -1. There's a holding penalty, though, on Seattle. And Rob's going to accept that, make it 1st and 10 on the Seattle 10-yard line now. 1st and 20 on the Seattle 10. Again, Dennis comes out 3 wide receivers. And Rob counters 3-3-5. Flat pass to Curse. That's going to be a 17-yard gain. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 3. Big play there on 1st and 20. Once again, 3 wide. 2nd and 3 here. See what he's going to do here. Looking pass to Richardson into 0 man, I believe. And that's going to be a +8. It's going to be a 1st down out of the Seattle 35. Dennis trying to look over a couple guys here. He's going to do another looking pass to Wilson versus run. That's wrong, but it's going to hit the D card, incomplete. Wilson's, Jackson. I wonder if Wilson got hurt. Oh, he must have got hurt. I don't remember seeing that, but Jackson's 2 for 3 for 25 yards so far. Looking pass to Richardson. That's going to be incomplete. 5 roll, missed Missed everything. The only two real bad rolls there was 10 and a 5, and he rolled a 5. Tough luck there for Dennis. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. He goes shotgun, 3 wide, Lynch in the backfield. Tavares Jackson, short pass to Luke Wilson. That's going to be incomplete on a 7 roll. And Seattle's going to be forced to punt by the good Green Bay defense. So punt 48 yards. And fair caught at the 17-yard line. Green Bay takes over, up 7-3 in the first quarter on their own 17-yard line, 1st and 10. This time they come out with Eddie Lacy and John Kuhn in the backfield. It's Eddie Lacy run left. It's going to get 5 yards on the D card. Going to be 2nd and 5 from the 22. Comes out with 2 tight ends. Eddie Lacy in the backfield. Flat left to Corliss. He's throwing at a 6 here. But it's going to be wrong. And it's going to hit a receiver for 15 yards. This rule set, the flat equals run, is a tough rule set to stop people. Especially when you have a potent offense like they do here in Green Bay. Another flat pass over the middle. That's going to be incomplete. Linebacker in zone. And the 6th linebacker, Mr. Wagner, Bobby Wagner, is going to make the play on that. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Rob goes 3 wide again. Devontae Adams into the game. Dennis comes back with a 3-2-6. Puts Brandon Mebane. Flat pass right to Cobb. Cobb's double teamed. And that's going to be incomplete. Big double team there. That would have been a short gain, not for the double team. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Then it's going to go 3-3-5 with a blitz possible here. Short pass to Lacy. 3rd and 10 here. See if they can get bailed out. Oh, not responding. That might be a sack. It is. Loss of 7 yards. 42% chance for a sack. Cliff Averill beats David Bakahari. And the punt's 53 yards with no return. Seattle's going to take over deep in their own end at their 8-yard line with 2:42 left in the first quarter. Green Bay 7, Seattle 3. Dennis comes out 3 wide again. Rob's going to counter with a 3-4 defense, though. This might be an opportunity here to do something else. Oh, he runs the ball. He's only going to get 2 yards on the D card. As, again, Rob stuffed one linebacker in the zone there to keep that run to only 2 yards. 2nd and 8 on the 10. Going to be flat pass right to Luke Wilson. That's going to be incomplete on the D card. Jackson's 2 for 6 for 25 yards. He's having a tough sledding here. I think with Wilson going out of the game early here, this is going to be big. 3rd and 8 now on the 10. You're going to go shotgun here with Lynch in the backfield. Short pass to Baldwin. That's also going to be incomplete on T-Jack's card. So it's going to set up another punt. So Seattle really struggling right now on offense. They had a couple good plays with Wilson at quarterback. Since then, they haven't been able to move the ball, and Green Bay is going to get good field position. It was a 48-yard punt with no return, but it's still going to be Good field position as Green Bay is going to start with the ball on their 42-yard line. 1:12 left in the first quarter. Rob comes out, 3 wide receivers against Dennis's. He's going to put Brandon Mebane in at nose tackle. He's going to come out with his dime 3-2-6. The dime 3-2-6 allows Dennis to double team two receivers if he'd like, or he can move them to the look-in zone, or they can move them to the deep zone. All sorts of different things you can do. He likes the flexibility of having the ability to double team 2 wide receivers, I think, with that formation. It's going to be a running play to Lacey. He's only going to gain a yard on that, as the blocking back couldn't make the block because there wasn't a blocking back on the field. Going to bring up 2nd and 9 on the Green Bay 43. Again, Dennis, I think, is coming out dime 3-2-6. Flat pass to Lacey. He's got him double teamed. This could be a big play right here. It's going to be incomplete. Great play by Dennis. I think that was, would have been a wrong call. Would have been, not sure how many yards on that. Maybe 10. If it wasn't for a double team. On 3rd and 9 here, Dennis is going to bring the house, it looks like. And it's going to be an 8-yard gain. They went flat wrong, got 8 yards, but it's going to be 4th and 3 at the Green Bay 49. So I think Rob's going to punt here. No sense in getting crazy here. We're needing 3 yards in the lead. That punt's going to be into the end zone. Dennis is going to take touchback. There was a penalty of 15 yards on the play, a flagrant face mask. And now instead of starting at the 20, they're going to start at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Dennis comes out 3 wide. Again, Rob counters with a 3-4 defense. See what goes on here. Short pass to Baldwin against pass. It's going to be a check down. And it's going to be a 10-yard gain. That's going to be a 1st down. That was a dump off to Tavares Jackson to Paul Richardson for 10 yards. 1st and 10 at the Seattle 45. That's going to be a 9-yard gain to Luke Wilson on a flat pass. So Seattle, for the first time since their first drive, is starting to move the ball a little bit here. 2nd and 1 on the Green Bay 46. That's going to be another flat pass for 13 yards. T-Jack is getting on a roll here. Again, the 3 wide formation. Lynch has been mainly used as a decoy today. He hasn't run the ball very often. Jackson's now 5 for 10 for 57 yards. It's 1st and 10 on the Green Bay 33. Again, 3 wide versus the 3-4 defense here. Long pass to Baldwin against run. This could be a big opportunity, and it's going to be incomplete. 0 man. It was a long gain. He had I'm not sure the exact number there, about a 42% chance for a 30-yard gain on the split, but he missed it. It was 2-6. He rolled a 9. It's going to be a running play by Lynch. It's going to be a 5-yard run. Set up a 3rd and 5 on the Green Bay 25. Big play here. Containment is in effect. Rob's going to go with the 3-4 defense. Dennis looking around, trying to decide what he's going to do here. Looks like he might run a draw play. And it's going to gain 5 yards, but containment is in effect. It's going to stop him 2 yards short. So it's going to be 4th and 2. Dennis is a gunslinger, has no fear about going on 4th down, and he's going to do that in this situation on 4th and 2. Lynch is in the backfield, one of the best runners in the set. See what he's going to do here. Rob's been plugging with one of the two middle linebackers a lot. So we'll see. Rob's going to go short yardage pass, and it's going to be a look in for a 23-yard gain. Big play by Dennis right there on the 6 roll. The emphasized 6 linebacker rule is going to get him 23 yards, and then down at the 2-yard line. Huge play there. Marshawn Lynch with a 23-yard play. Turbin linebacker run, and there's going to be a penalty on Seattle. False start, -5 yards. First and goal at the 7. Lynch, Turbin are in the game now with Luke Wilson and Curse. They go full house backfield. I think Rob's in 3-4. Looks like an end run to Lynch. It's going to be a loss of 2 yards. Going backwards here. 5 yards on the penalty. Lose 2 yards on that play. Still second and goal at the 9. They come out now 2 tight ends with Robert Turbin in the backfield. Baldwin comes back into the game. Second and goal at the 9. Looks like a short pass wrong. Oh, it's going to be incomplete. Only 7 and 9 were incomplete, and he rolled a 7. It's too bad there. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 9 at the 9. This could be a big stop for Rob right here to hold him and keep the lead after having a first and goal at the 2-yard line. But looks like a Robert Turbin run. It's only going to be 4 yards, though. And looks like on 4th and 5, Dennis was crazy about going on 4th, but he's not going to be that crazy on this one. He's just going to kick. There's another injury on the play. Looks like it was James Carpenter. And James Carpenter, he's going to be out for the game. Looks like 2 games. Kickoff, Green Bay brings it out to the 24-yard line. With 9 minutes and 18 seconds in the second quarter, it's now 7-6 Green Bay. Nice drive there for Dennis. Very frustrating, though, to have the ball first and goal at the 2-yard line and not being able to jam that in. The penalty of 5 yards, and then Lynch losing 2 yards on the first run there really put them behind the 8 ball on the down and distance. Jordy Nelson flat pass here. I think he's double teamed. He is. The roll's in 11, which is on a pick usually on a lot of quarterbacks, but not Rodgers. His pick is on 12. So Rob dodges a bullet there. Great call by Dennis on the double team. Not sure if that was complete or a short gain without the double team. Dennis comes out again here. Short pass to Richard Rodgers is the call. He's double teaming Nelson, so this is going to be a clean look here for Aaron Rodgers. See if he can make that completion on that great short pass card. 2nd and 10. He's going to get a dump off, but they're going to get 13 yards on the dump off. So that's going to be another first down. Green Bay's out to the 37-yard line. This offense is so potent, so difficult to stop. Rob has so many weapons between Lacey, Nelson, Cobb. Looking past to Corliss. They're doubling Corliss, so it looks like it's going to be a 1-man. It's going to be incomplete on a 10 roll. Another nice call by Dennis there. He's got the 2 double teams there, so he can, double team almost half the time. He's going to get a double team correct. 40% of the time, I guess, because there's 5 receivers, possibly could be. Brings up a 2nd and 10 on the Green Bay 37. It's going to be a linebacker to Lacey. This is wide open right here with no linebacker contained. He's going to hit it too. And it's going to be a 12-yard gain because of no linebacker in zone. Dennis goes to the injuries. He's got Richard Sherman out, Russell Wilson out. Richard Sherman is out for the game. Oh, wait, he'll have to come out for a while. Richard Sherman, I wonder how long he's going to be out for. He's definitely out. I'm looking at the screen here. He's not in the game. Maybe it's still halftime. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the Green Bay 49. That's going to be an incomplete pass, flat pass on the D card. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now on the Green Bay 49. Yeah, the Russell Wilson injury is a big loss, obviously, for Dennis, but he's just going to have to fight through it here. Also, now it looks like he's lost Sherman till halftime. Luckily, there's only 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 on the Green Bay 49. Once again, Dennis is in 3-2-6 here, trying to double team 2 receivers and trying to guess where Rob's going to go here. Rob's going to go with a short pass to Nelson. He's double teamed, and it's still complete on the excellent short pass card of Aaron Rodgers. That's going to be a 1st and 10 on the Seattle 38-yard line. Looks like a flat pass to Richard Rodgers against a run call. Oh, it's going to be a short gain. Nice play by Rob there. Got the good roll on the 3 for the 1st down. Moving the ball well here. Rob would like to add to the 1-point lead he's got right now. He comes out with 2 backs, Lacey and Kuhn. Corliss, tight end. They'll come out 3-3-5. Looks like Dennis is going to key Lacey. Going to key Lacey, and looking past to Kuhn. He's got wrong, but there's a 6 in there. Oh, he needed the 6. As he got a 4 roll, that's going to be incomplete. Nice call by Dennis. He got bailed out a little bit there to get the D card roll. Nice call by Rob. Rob's been going to that looking pass a lot. Linebacker to Lacey. No linebacker in the zone there. See what happens here. He's going to get a 6-yard gain. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. That was a nice 6-yard gain for him. Just missed the 12-yard gain on the 8 roll. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4. No containment. They came out 2 tight end. Dennis counters with 4-3. Might play a little smash mouth here with Lacey. See what Dennis does. He's thinking about it. Might double team Richard Rodgers or Corliss, someone like that. No, he's going to go Richard Rodgers pass. Jordy Nelson short pass. It is right though. Haven't hit Rodgers' card for a little while. Well, I should say haven't hit the offensive card in a couple rolls here. And that's going to be a flat for how many yards? Only a loss of 1. I think it was a loss of 1 on that. So the field goal unit's going to be on, or no gain. And the field goal is going to be good. It's going to make it 10-6 with 5:24 left in the second quarter. Touchback on the kickoff. And Dennis will get started. It's going to go 3 wide. Lynch in the backfield. Rob counters with 3-3-5 defense. Off tackle left to Lynch, first pass, but he's going to get stuffed. The end can't make the block there, and it's only going to be a 2-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Now, it looks like a looking pass to Curse. Is the call here. It's a run call. Look in. It's going to be incomplete. They hit the D card. Very fortunate roll there for Rob. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8. Containment in effect. T-Jack does not have a great short pass card, so these long 3rd downs are going to be very difficult for Dennis to convert. He's got to keep it short yardage. I think Tavares Jackson looks like it's a looking pass to Lynch. He's got a linebacker in there, so he's looking maybe for. Oh my gosh, he hits a 6-2 roll. It's going to be a long gain for 39 yards. Wow. Very Good roll there for Dennis on 3rd and 8. Hits that emphasized 6 long gain, 6-2 roll. Everyone's always looking for that thing. And that puts him in business. 1st and 10 here, short pass to Baldwin. It's double teamed and it's incomplete. That was actually even incomplete without the double team. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 here. 3:36 left in the second. Dennis probably wants to run down the clock a little bit here, not to give Green Bay any more time. 2nd and 10 on the Green Bay 39. Long pass to Curse. It's wrong. It's going to be incomplete. 0 man to boot. But Curse is not going to be able to come down with that catch. I think that's 15 out of 36 that was going to be complete on the receiver wrong card, long. But he's not going to come down with it. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 on the 39. I think Dennis is in 4 down territory here. Containment's in effect. You got the not great T-Jack short pass card, so I wouldn't doubt it. It's a little run to Turbin here with a 2 down. Yeah, he's gonna run a draw to Turbin. He's gonna get 7 yards and put him in good 3rd down, 4th down yardage here. They put Lynch back in the game. They go 3 wide. Rob Countess with 3-4. See what happens here. Wouldn't be surprised here if Rob called a run. Make T-Jack beat you here. He did earlier with the look-in pass for 23 yards. Looks like a look into Marshawn Lynch, but they got pass and they got a 5 in there. This is going to be tough. Oh, he hits the receiver card and he's going to get 6 yards on it. That's going to be a 1st down. That's going to run it down to about 2:06 left in the half. And they're in business. Now they're definitely in field goal range. Turbin's in the game now. 2 tight ends. I think he's going to run him off tackle left. It's wrong. It's going to be a 16-yard gain. Oh, there's a fumble. Green Bay's going to recover the ball. Turbin fumbled on a 5 out of 1,000 roll. He rolled a 1. Lost the ball. Big break for Green Bay on that. And that was a big play just before half. They almost had a certain 3 on the board, possible 7, down at the 10-yard line after the 16-yard run. But Turbin is stripped by Mike Neal. Clay Matthews recovers the ball. With 2 minutes here, we'll see. Looks like we got another injury on this. Cam Chancellor is going to be out for a game on the 6-yard run by Eddie Lacy. Oh my gosh. When it rains, it pours. Seattle is getting injuries by the boatload over here. All we need now is Earl Thomas to get injured, and just about every important guy on his defense will be gone. Oh, except the linebackers. But 2nd and 4 on the 16. That's going to be a correct double team on a flat to Lacy, incomplete. Let's see what Rob decides to do here. He's got the 4-point lead, 3rd and 4 on the 16. Definitely doesn't want to give the ball back unless he has to. But you don't want to get too crazy either. Then this is going to the offensive tendency chart. Take a look at what's going on here. We got a 3rd down and 4, I believe. Checking it out here. The most common play is the look-in pass. Second most common is the short pass. So he's going to call run. He's going to put 4 in the short pass zone. So then he decides to throw everybody up there. Double team Jordy Nelson. It's going to be flat to Lacy into a 0 linebacker zone. It's even going to be wrong. So this is going to be tough to stop right here. Oh my gosh. He rolls a 12 incomplete. Terrible luck there by Rob. Pretty much 3 to 11 was going to be something good. and he didn't get it. So he's going to have to kick it away. That's Strat for you. 47-yard punt, and it's a fair catch. So with 1 minute 15 seconds left, Seattle's got the ball on their 37-yard line. Lynch in the backfield, 3 wideouts, 3-3-5 for Rob. Looks like a flat pass left to Lynch for 16 yards, and that's going to get the drive started here. Out to the Green Bay 47 with 107. Seattle has all their timeouts, so there's no problem at all here. They have plenty of time to get down the field. It's going to be a looking pass to Curse wrong. It's going to be a 5. That's going to be a short game. There's also a penalty on the play. I think he got 18 yards. I'm not sure what the penalty was. Oh, offsides. They declined the penalty. So they're down at the Green Bay 29-yard line, and they're in business now with 1 minute left in the half. Flat pass right to Wilson. It is right, though, and he gains 7 yards on it still. T-Jack with a not a bad flat pass card. Not a great one, but workable. He's got 7 incomplete and 11 incomplete. It's going to bring a 2nd and 3 at the Green Bay 22 with 52 seconds left. It's going to be a flat pass left to Marshawn Lynch. He's going to gain 9 yards on that and go out of bounds. So that's going to be another nice gain for them. Green Bay is down at the 13-yard line with a 1st and 10. 45 seconds. They use one of their timeouts. So they have 2 left. Matriculating the ball down the field nicely here. Here's a Lynch run. He's going to get stuffed as the nose tackle makes a nice play. He's a 4. The roll was a 4. He's going to go with the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 10 on the Green Bay 13. Look at that card, too. A lot of nice numbers in there. 6 and 7, both a short gain, which probably would have been a touchdown. But he got the 5 roll. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 on the 13. It's been a real battle tonight here. Flat pass left to Lynch. First run call. It's going to be incomplete. They hit the 5 roll right in between. That's going to be incomplete. Bring up the 3rd and 10 on the 13. That was actually a completion short pass for T-Jack, so that was a bummer for the Seattle Seahawks. All right, 3rd and 10 here. I think Wilson's going to be double teamed. They're going flat with him. It's going to be incomplete. 5 roll anyway. It was incomplete no matter what happened on that in the flat. And Hauschka's going to come on for a field goal with 8 seconds left in the half. It's going to be a 30-yarder. It's good. It's going to cut the lead to 10-9 with 1 second left. Most likely he'll onside kick, and that will end the half. A good half, good first half here. Green Bay has the lead 10-9. A lot of injuries on the Seattle side. Injuries of Cam Chancellor, Russell Wilson, Richard Sherman. I believe Richard Sherman is okay. He'll be back the second half. Green Bay has a slew of injuries also. I don't know exactly who on their team is injured. Oh, and there's a fumble on the kickoff. But luckily, it looks like Green Bay's recovered the ball. Wow. Big play right there for Green Bay to get that back. Obviously, very important with the 1-point lead. So we got Eddie Lacy in the game, again with Rodgers. Devontae Adams is the 3rd wide out. Nelson and Cobb the starters. Andrew Corliss is the tight end. Sometimes he's been using Richard Rodgers as 2nd tight end. Flat pass left to Devontae Adams. It's at a 6 linebacker. He's double teamed. It's going to be incomplete. And it was going to be a 23-yard gain if it wasn't double teamed. So I think he threw him at the 6, though. So I think it would have been stopped by him anyway on that. But still, nice double team again by Dennis. Long pass to Devontae Adams. Got the pass call here. Oh, he hit the long gain 8 on on Aaron Rodgers' card for 32 yards. Great play by Rob there, mixing it up a little bit. He hadn't thrown many long passes today so far. Dennis was really packing it in, double teaming guys. Figured he could get Devontae Adams loose, and he did. And he nailed the 8 roll. Looks like a looking pass to Richard Rodgers. That's going to be an 11-yard gain. That was a wrong yak call there. So it was 3 plus the yak, which was 8 yards. So that gives him 11-yard gain, and Green Bay's right in business now at the Seattle 37-yard line, 1st and 10. Looks like another look into Rodgers against run, but unfortunately for Rob, he hits a receiver and then an incomplete on Richard Rodgers' card. And there was only 11 misses on there, but he hit one of them on the receiver wrong flat. So it brings up 2nd and 10 on the Seattle 37. He's on the fringe of field goal range here. Linebacker to Lacey, no one even in the hole. He's going to gain 6 yards, which was very important there. Now, 3rd and 4 at the 31. No containment on this. So Eddie Lacy right now at 16 rushes left. Eddie Lacy, 8 runs for 40. All right, I'm back. Looks like it was a flat pass to the right, and Jordy Nelson gained 4 yards on the play. So that's going to be a first down on the Seattle 24. It was 3rd and 4 originally. Off tackle to Lacey. Defense guesses pass. It's going to be a 7-yard run. So now it's going to be 2nd and 3 on the Seattle 20. Green Bay trying to add to the 1-point lead they currently have. They go 2 tight end right here. Dennis goes 4-3 defense. He hasn't decided what he's going to call here. They're well within field goal range at this point. Flat pass right to Corliss. It's going to be wrong. It's going to be 3 plus 6. So it's going to be a 9-yard gain. First down on the Seattle 11-yard line. Dennis backed up now on the 11 here. Seattle wants to try to hold it to 3 at this point. It's a run call, but it's a short pass to Nelson. Some nice numbers in there. Oh, but they rolled a 4-man incomplete. I think it was a long gain, 3-man. But he missed the roll there, and Rodgers had a ton of completions on his card wrong. So the Dennis was very fortunate there to roll the D card, and then also a miss on that. Brings up a 2nd and 10 on the Seattle 11. Lacey in the backfield, 2 tight end. And it's going to check out the tendency chart here. At the 11-yard line. I think he's going to blitz. No? Yeah, he's going to blitz. It looks like. No, now he's going back to Lacey to see what he's got for numbers. He's going to double team Lacey. No, he's going to blitz. Short pass to Jordy Nelson. Going back to the well, Rob. Rob's going back to the well here. And that's going to be a touchdown. That's going to be a touchdown. A lot of good numbers there on the Rodgers card, even right. And that was a completion for the TD. And that's going to make it an 8-point game after the extra point, which was good. Next year, that'll be being moved back to the 32-yard line. We won't have 99% good next year. I think it was 95 or 94%. But don't ask the Patriots about that. They had a miss in the AFC Championship game that might have cost them a trip to the Super Bowl. Dennis takes over here. 1st and 10 on the 26-yard line. 3 wide. Russell Wilson is back into the game now. So it looked like he's recovered from his injury, and his first flat pass is going to be collected by Jermaine Kearse for 17 yards and a first down on the Seattle 43. I missed the Russell Wilson injury earlier. Wasn't paying attention. So I wasn't sure exactly when he got hurt. Might have been on one of the first drive. Looking past to Lynch wrong. That's going to be 2 plus 6. It's going to be an 8-yard gain. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2 on the Green Bay 49. Now Seattle's starting to move the ball. I expected a high-scoring game out of today, probably both teams in the 30s. Lynch is going to run it wrong for 4 yards. Line buck. That's another first down. Green Bay at the 40. Seattle at the Green Bay 45, 1st and 10. Goes 3 wide. That looks like a flat pass for 13 yards. To Paul Wilson. Got a 6 die. That emphasized 6 can be a killer for the defense. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Seattle really moving the ball well here. In their first possession in the second half. Oh, run to Lynch. It's wrong, though. I mean, it's right. Nice call by Rob. That's a 0. That's a short gain if he was wrong. But he stuffs him. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now on the Green Bay 32-yard line. Looks like a Lynch looking pass here. See what Rob calls. Rob calls pass, so this is going to be a right. It's going to be plus 7 yards to Lynch. That'll bring up a short 3rd and 3 at the 25. Big play here. Dennis will have to kick the field goal if he gets stopped here, I imagine. Try to make it a 1-score game. The 8 points is always difficult to deal with when you got an 8-point. It looks like a flat pass wrong to Lynch. That's going to be a good gain. 14 yards on the yak with a -1, so that makes it a 13-yard gain. That's first down. They're down at the Green Bay 12. Looks like he's going to go Lynch flat again against run. That's going to be a right call, but it's 9 yards anyway. And there's also a penalty. Half the distance to the goal. It's going to put Seattle at the 1-yard line. They're lining up here. Looks like he might just go Lynch line buck. Yeah, looks like Lynch line buck. That's a plus 7 right. That's going to be a touchdown. He really can't be stopped, Lynch, unless you key him down at the goal line. And they're going to go for 2. This would be to tie the game. I don't know what the call is. It's off. Oh, they key Lynch, and he's going to get stuffed. And then he's going to kick off, bring it out to the 16-yard line. So a nice call by Rob. He keyed Lynch. And he came up with the big stop right there. All right, so we got a 17-15 ball game. Both teams, their first possession in third quarter, they went right down the field, scored touchdowns. Seattle missed the 2. Oh, that's a 6. That's going to be incomplete. Great play by Bobby Wagner on the look-in to Cobb. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 on the Green Bay 16. Dennis making a change with the free safeties. Looks like he might want to blitz one of them, so then he has to switch him up and move Earl Thomas so he's not the blitzing one. Trying to think of what to do here. It's going to cover the look-in. It's going to be a short pass to Jordy Nelson, covered by a 4. See what happens here. Rogers has a great short pass card. That might be a sack. And it is. It's only a loss of 2 yards there by Bruce Irvin. But it's going to bring up a 3rd and 12. Once again, Dennis comes in with possibly a blitz here. It was a 22% chance for a sack on that, and they got it. It was a 9 rushing against a 7. That's a good quality pass rush right there. Yeah, you don't get to the quarterback very much with a 7 blocking, and Josh Sitton couldn't come up with the block there. Got a big 3rd and 12 here. Short pass to Devontae Adams. It's not double teamed, so he's got a shot. Possible sack again. 35% is the chance. And it's going to be a dump off for 9 yards. But that's going to be short of the first down marker. It's going to be 4th and 3. Rob's going to have to punt here. 35 yards. It's kind of a short punt. And a 6-yard return. So Seattle's in business here. The Seattle 48 with 4:30 left in the third quarter here. Come out 3 wide. Dennis comes out 3 wide. Flat pass right to Wilson. That's going to be a +5 on the D card. Manageable down and distance here. 2nd and 5. Lynch in the backfield. Line buck to Lynch. Right guard's not going to be able to make the block on that because it's a 6. It's only going to be a 2-yard gain. It's going to bring up a key 3rd and 3 right here. I don't know if Dennis will go on 4th down, but he's a crazy man when it comes to 4th downs. Looks like he's going to go Lynch at the 0. Flat pass here on 3rd and 3. Thinking maybe Rob's going to call run. We'll see. Rob's thinking about it. And it's going to be flat pass right. Rob did call run, so it's going to be an incomplete. And 4th and 3. Dennis, very gutsy here. He's going to go. He has no fear going any distance, any time in the game, anywhere on the field. 4th and 3. Looking pass to Lynch. Now this is wrong, and it's going to be incomplete. He hits the 11 on Russell Wilson's card. So he only had a couple bad options there, but he hit one of them, so that's no good. And Rob's going to take over. Big stop from Rob right there. That was 2nd and 3, turned to 4th and 3. 2nd and 5, turned to 4th and 3, and they stopped him. So Rob's going to want to try to get some more points here, not sit on this 2-point lead. He's going to run Lacey off tackle. That's going to be a nice run for Lacey. 22 yards. This Dennis called pass. And that's the first long run for Lacey today. Lacey's been running great. He's 10 for 72. Before that, it was 9 for 50. So he's been really running pretty well when he needs to be. Lacey again up the middle for 3 yards. And it's going to bring up a 2nd and 7 on the Seattle 30. Looking pass to Randall Cobb. That's going to be wrong. It's going to be 3 and 17 more yards. It's going to be a 20-yard catch for Randall Cobb. It's going to bring him down to the 10-yard line. Big play right there for Rob. Moving Green Bay right down the field. Looking past to Cobb. This is wrong again. Oh, it's going to be incomplete on a -3 roll, but it looks like there's a penalty. Offsides on Seattle. They're going to take it. That's going to produce a 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5. Lacey's in the backfield here. We'll try to go for some pass rush. Lacey has 13 carries until he's fatigued. You get about 4 more after that, even fatigued. So you got about 17. It's going to go Eddie Lacy right versus wrong. He's going to hit the short gain. That's going to be a touchdown. Even without the short gain, it was going to be a 4-yard gain. So you're really stuck there down at the goal line like that. You got one of the best QBs in the set, in Aaron Rodgers, and Eddie Lacy runs it right in, wrong, and they extend the lead 24-15, making it a 2-possession game at this point for Seattle, with 18 seconds left in the third quarter. So Seattle comes out 3 wide. Russell Wilson at quarterback, Lynch at running back. Let's see what we got here. Rob Connors with 3-3-5 nickel. They go flat pass right to Richardson for +5. So it brings up a 2nd and 5 as we start the fourth quarter. Looks like Dennis is calling Luke Wilson on a look-in. And that's going to be a short gain. Short gain for 15 yards, I believe that was, out to the 40-yard line. It's going to bring up a 1st and 10 at the Seattle 40. Looks like you might be going Baldwin with a long pass right here. Long pass to Baldwin, verse pass. It's going to be receiver hit, but it's going to be incomplete. Wow, the one-man long pass card for Green Bay is very, very good. Not many hits on there. Nice 2-7, 12 pick on 7. 2nd and 10 now. Flat to Lynch. They're double teaming him though, and it's going to be picked off. And the return is going to be about a 35-yard return down to the 8-yard line. A great call by Rob Donato on that, on a double team of Marshawn Lynch. He gets the nice 3-roll double team pick, and that puts him right in business. First and goal at the 8. This could be a dagger right here if they can score a touchdown with 13 minutes, 48 seconds left in the game. Let's see what we got here for a call. End right to James Stark versus pass. There's no man in zone. He's going to get 6 yards down to the 2-yard line. Excellent run for Starks. It's going to bring up a 2nd and goal on the 2. Looks like a 1-yard gain. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1. Big play right here. 3rd and 1 at the 1. Eddie Lacy off tackles last play. Dennis correctly keyed him. Dennis is going to look a little bit deep here, try to see what he can do. And that looks like he stuffed him. It's going to be 4th and goal from the 1. Big play by Dennis there. And Rob's going to kick the field goal to go up by 12. And that's good. So with 12 minutes left, they got a 12-point lead. That's going to be 1 yard deep. They're going to return it, I believe. 26 yards out to the 25. So Dennis starts out here at the 25, down 12. Going to have to get going. Might only get the ball back maybe 3 times. So he's going to have to score some points on this drive, I think, to stay in the game. First and 10 at the 25. It's going to be off tackle left to Marshawn Lynch for 5. Right call there for Rob. He's had some good calls all day. He's been right on top of stuff. 2nd and 5. You can't get too impatient when you're down 12 You know you're going to probably get the ball at least twice, maybe 3 times. There's a correct double team on Jermaine Kearse, and it's going to be incomplete. Oh, no, sorry. 2 men in zone. He called run, and it was incomplete. So a nice call again by Rob, getting the 2-man zone and shutting down that play. It's going to bring up a key 3rd and 5 with containment, and the flat is going to be -3. Well, wait a minute. Oh, there's also going to be a grounding penalty on Russell Wilson, a loss of 10 yards. So that's going to be bring up a 4th and 15. They're going to have no choice but to punt this thing away. Looks like a 47-yard punt and a 16-yard return. So Green Bay has great field position at the 49-yard line, their own 49, with 10-12 left in the game and a 14-point lead. At this point, it's really Green Bay's game to lose at this point. They don't have to do too much. Stay away from some turnovers. Hopefully hold on to the ball if they can. Looks like off tackle right to James Stark versus a run call by Dennis. It's going to be 4 yards. Bring up 2nd and 6. It's going to be a looking pass to Starks. It's a pass call. Randall Cobb was double teamed. It's not going to play an effect here. To do a 6 linebacker, Starks is going to get 8 yards on the play as they hit a receiver roll, and that's going to be a first down. Down to the Seattle 39-yard line. 9 minutes left in the game at this point. See what they call it. Look into Eddie Lacy. They're double teaming Eddie Lacy. Could really use a pick here, but it's a 7-roll incomplete. Bring up a 2nd and 10. Rob's called an excellent game on offense. Changing it up when he had to do that. Relying on the Rodgers card in the rule set to move the ball down the field. They're going to run to Lacy. That's a right call. It's going to be +4. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 from the Seattle 35. Containment in effect. This is a really big play right here. I don't know what Mason Crosby is for field goal from 50 and beyond, but I know it's a lot better from 49 and in. So it looks like a line buck to Lacy. They're keying him. So this is going to be a key play. Going to be no yards. I wonder what it was without the key. It's going to show me here. It was 6 wrong. I don't know what it was right. 6 wrong. We did get a 3-roll. So he's going to go on 4th and 6 from the 35. Mason Crosby must not have a great field goal kicking card from 50 yards and beyond. It'll be a 52-yarder with an adjustment. So 4th and 6 here. Containment it's going to be a short pass to Devontae Adams, and Rodgers nails him with a 7-roll. With a 7-roll, that's going to be a first down on the Seattle 22. It's going to move the sticks. It's going to be moving the clock most likely for at least another 3 plays. So it's looking good right now for Green Bay. They ran the ball. They got a 5-yard gain. Left tackle Josh Sitton made the key block there for 5 yards. Going to bring up a 2nd and 5 on the Seattle 17. It's going to be another off-tackle run to Lacy. It's going to be a 2-yard gain. Just missed the fumble. If he put a man in zone, it would have been a fumble, I think. So, going to bring up another big 3rd and 3. But if they miss this call, they're definitely in field goal range this time. Oh, it's a sniper scope, and that's going to be a touchdown. I think he brought a blitz. They hit the sniper scope, and that's going to be a touchdown. Extra point pending. That's going to make it a 34-15 lead for Green Bay. 19-point lead. It's going to be very difficult for Seattle to come back at this point. But you got to hand it to Green Bay. They played great today. The one big play was the fumble inside the 20-yard line by Robert Turbin. And the nice double team pick call. Rob had a nice double team flat pick, which got him, I think, another 7 points in the third quarter. And the injuries haven't helped. But, the second half of the game, when they did have Wilson, it's been 24-6. 2nd and 4 at the 26, 5-yard gain for Seattle. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left on this one. Seattle trying to hit a big play here if you can to Lynch or something. Green Bay's back in 3-2-6. Just trying to hold on to this lead and not give up anything. Micah Hyde just got hurt. He's out for the rest of the year, it looks like. All right, we got 2nd and 7 on the 34. Flat pass to Baldwin. It's going to be 11 yards and a first down. 3:18 left now. Again, Green Bay comes out with 3-2-6. Flat pass right to Lynch. That's going to be for 14 yards. First pass. First down on the Green Bay 41. Looks like a running play to Lynch here. End run to Lynch. It's going to be 19 yards. Oh, no, Russell Wilson end run. 19 yards for Wilson. That'll get him down to the 22-yard line, 1st and 10 with 2:06 left. This will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Four-yard gain for Wilson around the end. It's probably the worst roll he could have got the other 5. All right, brings up 1st and 15. Oh, there's a penalty on the play offsides. 1st and 15 from the 27. Looks like he's going to go with Wilson around the end again. No, he's going to throw a look in to Lynch. Lynch on the end. Wilson the other end. He hasn't hit the D card on the Wilson with the Wilson runs yet. That's probably due. He did, but he hit a short gain. So that's going to be about 16 yards and out of bounds. Well, he had the 2-minute warning coming up anyway. Didn't matter. All right, so we're at the Green Bay 11 with 2 minutes left. Let's see what they go with on this one. Still at the 11. So, there's a wrong short pass, touchdown, long gain. Oh, what happened here? Yep, it was a touchdown. Okay. 11-yard touchdown pass to Curse. Now they're going for 2. Actually, I think they should just kick this, but I'm not sure. I don't think it matters at this point, though. So what? Cut it to 11. Yeah, he gets it. He gets it. Green Bay off tackle card +2. So down by 11 with 1:45. All their timeouts. I think they got to go onside. They do, but Green Bay recovers. They go full house here. And with an 11-point lead, that should just about do it. Seattle would use up all their timeouts. So we'll see if they try to run and get a first down. They can even throw to get a first down here. It's going to be a run right to Lacy, but you run the risk of throwing a pick or something like that. Ooh, Lacy, 5-yard run, even right. Puts him in 2nd and 5 situation now. With 1:30 left, Seattle calls timeout. 2 timeouts left. Going to go short yardage. It's going to be James Starks this time with a run. Stocks has some decent numbers on the corners there. Oh, that's going to be a loss of 4 yards because they got a guy in the zone. Just missed the fumble roll, though, again. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 9. Containment in effect. That was a big play right there to get the minus. Keep containment in there with 2nd and 5. Any positive would have broke containment on this 3rd down play. 2nd and 3rd and 9, though. Come out 2 tight ends. See what Rob wants to do here. He could throw to try to ice the game or run it and punt and play defense. Oh, he's going to throw. He's going to get 8 yards. 1 yard short of a 1st down. 4th and 1. He got a decision here. He can go for this. He can go for this right here and try to ice the game. Seattle's out of timeouts. They called their last timeout right here. So obviously he can either punt here or he can go on 4th and 1. He's going to go. Dennis comes out 4-3. Lacey's in the backfield. Dennis checks his Lacey card. A lot of positive numbers on Lacey's card. I don't know if you got to key him. This situation, Dennis is thinking about it. I mean, with 1 yard, you can even run a quarterback sneak here. But Dennis is thinking about it here. He's thinking maybe he might just throw the ball. You got to figure if he throws the ball, lands on Rogers' card, there's no way he's not going to make it. It's a look in past the Cobb, and they double team Cobb. Oh, but he hits a 7, and that's going to be the game. 1st down. It's going to be one more kneel down, and that's going to be it. And congratulations to Rob Donato for the win here in the NFC Championship game over the Seattle Seahawks. Green Bay 34, Seattle 23. Aaron Rodgers takes a knee to end the game. Waiting for these guys to click through here. Congratulations to Rob. Congratulations to Dennis on a great season. Seattle just could not beat Green Bay this year, and that was their downfall. And Green Bay is going to be going to the Super Bowl. Rob played a great game. First drive of the game, went right down the field, got 7. He never relinquished the lead after that. Game was tight there in the 3rd quarter. But a Robert Turbin fumble, and then also a pick by Rob on a successful double team turned the game around in Green Bay's favor. Well, that's it. Again, my name is Mike Stuckey. Thanks for listening to the game. Good luck on all your strat games. Take care. Bye.
Hey, Mike.
Hello.
Hey, so what did you think of that game?
You like injuries? Oh my God!
Man,
I didn't even see
can you
Wilson
believe
get
it?
hurt.
Wilson got hurt early in the first half, early in the first quarter, I think. So I had to go to Tavares Jackson, and then Sherman, Chancellor, just really hit me hard. And then the turnovers, I had that last pick he had. That was a nice call, but I had a fumble down near his 10. That was a brutal one.
Yeah, Turbin. That one was a killer.
And then I had touchdown call back because of a penalty. Got 3 points out of it, but that could have made a difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you had 1st and goal at the 2. You only got a field goal.
Yep.
You got a penalty.
I knew I should have been. I was force feeding it to Lynch too much on the flat passes. I should have been going deep a little bit more, especially when I got Wilson back in the second half. And Lynch couldn't hit a run. I only ran him 14 times, but with this rule set, I'm just not a huge fan of the flats as runs. Takes away some of the, incentive, not incentive to run for the poor guys, but more the quality guys. It's harder for them to get going,
Yeah, I mean, one of the things too was you were not hitting his short gains on the D card either.
Yeah, I kept trying to shoot for those 7 and 8s, and I just couldn't find them.
Yeah, and I mean you can't do draws because you're looking at run half the time or more. So
Right.
you could, and he was plugging the tackles with one guy usually every time.
And how many double teams did he complete? When I had either a 7 on a short pass or that flat pass at the end.
Yeah, I mean, you can get bailed out with those short passes by Rogers. Anytime you need it,
Yeah.
you can just go to it. He's so difficult to defend down at the goal line to boot. It's like, what are you going to do? You call run, it's like an automatic touchdown. If he throws.
Yeah. And he just did a good job. I mean, he knew his team. He knew how to move the ball. I wound up with more yards on offense, but that Green Bay offense is just so tough to stop in this rule set.
Yeah, it is. It is. He did a nice job with him.
I had that one fourth down conversion near midfield. If that would, guessed wrong on a flat looking pass, one man in zone, where it hit Wilson's interception split.
Yeah, you missed on a 5 earlier.
Yeah.
On third down.
That was on third, yeah.
Yeah.
Just one of those games, man. You can't win them all. You really can't. And as much as I would have liked to win this one, it's going to happen. You're going to have these games where you lose a bunch of guys, especially when you have injuries turned on. And this is a multiple game injury league. So you got, both these teams lost guys for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he lost a bunch of guys for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so
I'd have to look it up.
It's going to be interesting.
He lost someone right at the end.
Yeah, Micah Hyde, but he'll still be able to return punts for him.
Right.
It's only a 4 on defense. No, not a huge loss. So, did you think I went wrong on any of my calls or my strategies? I know that the 3-2-6 seemed to work out pretty well. I was double teaming him for I was right on him most of the game.
Yeah, you did well. I didn't realize how much the emphasized 6 linebacker was going to come up. Oh my God, 6'2", you hit one. He hit some 13-yarders, and it was just crazy.
Yeah, it's a fun league, but I always love coaching my Seahawks, but it was brutal when I had all those injuries.
You had a nice double team. He rolled an 11 roll on Rogers' card.
Yeah,
which 95.
And he had another one. He had another one where he rolled a 12, and I had thought about doubling that guy. It was against Corliss, but I didn't do it. Another one against Lacey, I think. So he had a couple of interception splits. I just wasn't doubling at the time.
He rolled that 11, and I mentioned on the broadcast, 95% of the quarterbacks have a pick on that.
Yeah.
So,
hey, you win some, you lose some. You got to win. Win with grace or whatever you want to call it. You can't be totally upset. I'm happy for Rob. He coached a good game, and he deserves to get his appearance in the Super Bowl. He beat me twice this year.
Yeah, I mean the only problem was you couldn't beat Rob.
Yeah, and if I would have had my full strength team, I think I would have had a shot in this one, but it just didn't happen.
Well, I didn't know whether Wilson was coming back at half or he was out for the game or what. Did it say that? I'll have to check the log.
Yeah, I knew he was out till the halftime.
Well,
so I had it.
It was 10-9 or something like that at half. I said, if Dennis loses this, it's not because of Wilson. At least he's got a shot,
Sure.
It's not like you were down 24, but then he threw up 24 on you in the second half,
Right. With all those defensive injuries, it made it a little bit
easier.
It opened it up a little bit more. I had a hard time guessing those double teams in the second half because I had to watch out for the 0. He hit the Devon House long pass,
Oh yeah, and the
Rogers card
66
yesterday.
Nelson.
Yeah, I would have had to have been double teaming those guys. So,
Yeah, the
but
Nelson was wrong, but I mean, what can you do? You got to call run somewhat.
somewhat, yeah, somewhat.
I
So,
know. Yeah, to be honest with you, if I was him, I would have ran more. But with his offense, you kind of don't have to.
not in this rule set, not with the flats as runs. Just another reason why I don't really like this rule set.
Yeah, and you picked up. He was throwing a lot of look-ins, and then you were leaving your six there a little bit more.
Yeah, he got me there a couple times.
And then you did the same. You started to throw more look-ins.
Right, and he never left. He rarely. I don't think he ever left two guys in the look-in zone. So
Right.
maybe I should have even thrown more, or stop focusing on the flats. I should have been opening it up more, going deep a little bit, or going short.
Well, T-Jack, you kept rolling short past 7.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Every time 7.
Yeah,
And
so,
but yeah, it
but
was
I
a
had
good game.
Yeah, it was. It was fun. I had the one turnover on downs and the one fumble, and the
And the
interception.
pick. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the three down. The three. I'm not sharing my screen. Let me put this up here. This is the ball possession chart. So you gotta love that double team of Cobb at the end on 4th and 1.
I know he makes it.
If I would have got a pick six there, that would have been like, oh my god, it would have been sweet.
I know.
Ball possession's pretty even. His drives, I was able to hold him to punts a bunch in the first half, but the second half only one punt, 3 touchdowns, and a field goal. Brutal. I gotta be better on defense. Then I just didn't do a good job in the second half. Two big passes and then one long drive. So the long drive to start the third quarter was a killer.
Yeah. Yeah, that
But
put
again,
him up to 17-9.
right? You're playing a good coach. They got a good team. This is one of those 50-50 games, I think.
Yeah. And then on your 2-point conversion, I was surprised you ran Lynch again. It was so
I
easy.
was trying to run Turbin. That was a misclick. I was trying to run Turbin.
Oh no!
But my mouse, like, it clicked too quick. I don't know if you noticed how fast it went.
Yeah.
I was trying to move I have one of these touchpads on the laptop. I was trying to move it up, and I accidentally click the button. So.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah, that's still fun. Like I said, I wouldn't have changed the game too much. If I can't stop them on defense, can't stop them on defense. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you played well though, but
It was fun. It was fun.
Not much you could do.
Yeah. Well, thanks for calling the game. I appreciate that.
All right. Yeah, well, if you throw it up, send me the link.
I'm going to throw it up right now. I'll do
Okay.
it. Sit down, throw it up.
All right.
All right. Take care.
All right. You too. Bye.